Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Christopher Malcolm Curtis Bowen, on this evening edition of the Christopher Bowen Show. And, of course, this is just going to be a laid-back show. Obviously, it's already very peaceful and stress-free. And I just want to dive straight into, the uniqueness that I'm able to provide with the truth of uniting some of the news provided by Badji about peace and ultimately the end of all wars. And I'm super excited because I can actually connect with that truth of actually creating peace on Earth, because it's either Project Immortalized or another article, it doesn't really matter, was written about peace on Earth, how peace is on planet Earth, and paradise is on Earth, being created on Earth, and heaven is being paved on Earth. Heaven being paved on Earth is another different article, and I've been supporting that for 3 years, and I also, noticed some of the really nitpicky things that I do here and there, which I've actually nitpicked down to be very specific, which is very good for the impeccable mindset per se. Because it's important to have it's important to have an impeccable mindset, which is what the planetary leader of Project Immortalized does anyway. That creating impeccable structure. So that was yesterday. No, that was today. Because today's the 23rd. No, that was yesterday, because today's the 24th. And so it's amazing, the vision. I agree with that vision. I think it's the vision, and it's also, I also find importance in knowing vision. That's actually what I want to talk about tonight as well. The vision that I have is absolutely solid. And I found out for myself, because I found out through my heart, it's actually amazing. Because I just did my usual sort of thing, and gosh, it's so golden. It's actually perfect. So, Ascension. First wave Ascension. There's going to be lots of love waves coming from Source, so, which is kind of like an understatement, but lots of love waves coming from Source, Andromedans involved, Pleiadians, Sirians, lots of our galactic families involved, obviously, and we're always in tune with them. An Ascension Pioneer, so I'm also an Ascension Pioneer, just in terms of Ascension, which is really for the self, and then, I think, the movement into the fifth dimension is more, non-personal and, more everybody sort of thing, but I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure Ascension is, for the self, and then, the other word is, evolution is for, everybody, so, but I'm digressing. Well, I actually didn't read one of the, things I wanted to read. That's okay. So, honestly, which is absolutely amazing, and I know that today, for today, it's absolutely confirmed that I absolutely know my company backwards and forwards, left and right, all fours, and then Miko Surface Oasis and Project Lightseed. And I know for a fact, not only lifestyle wiles, living wiles, and just being wiles, but it's perfectly true that there's no reason to, I'm just saying that it's actually full of love. It's got a solid foundation of love, and there's no fear at all. There's no such thing as fear. And it was super inspiring to me with what Baba G said, is that, that there isn't any fear. There's no reason to have fear anymore at all. And was also inspiring. Archangel Michael said that there's already been a split, which is something I needed to know, between like the lower dimensions and then the higher vibrations and the higher dimensions, and really becoming a fifth dimensional human, where at least the planet is able to interact on the fifth dimensional level. I'm obviously like interacting on a higher level because I should and I need to, and I'm gonna get to that in a little bit. I'm also very in tune with the eighth dimension, so more in tune with the eighth dimension, like more often. But anyway, I've literally going through all dimensions. I reached out today and I, created architectural designs as being the creator of this cities of light. For example, just stationing or saying that, that's kind of like my orthotic potential, just a really cool foundation, reaches pretty far because, you can scale that architectural slope, if you will, which is so amazing and just pristine and perfect. So, and what's amazing, obviously, it reaches into source, it's connected to source, and it's the universal city of light with diamond consciousness, and that's what's also really exciting. We're starting to get that, and it's already been going on, in my mind at least, but we're already, transforming from carbon into crystalline DNA. And I already knew that there's an Arcturian spaceship over Antarctica, over the Atlantic Ocean. I read that from someone, and they're doing a bunch of DNA stuff with their advanced technology. Or we are doing a bunch of advanced technology DNAs, because obviously it's us that we're done. Well, the point is, I actually don't remember. I don't know if that's exactly true. I might be confusing things, because I do know the Athena is their like mothership sort of thing. And anyway, the main thing is Arcturians do have advanced technology, and they're assisting us with that. And they're already here. So all I can say is that, okay, so ascension systems. Like, I've been going through ascension symptoms. I'm being so, like, kicked back about this, by the way. It's just so, like, vernacular's hilarious. So, like, the like, we already have ascension symptoms. Ascension symptoms. I have ascension symptoms. I had ascension symptoms, and I feel a lot more energized now. I have a lot more energy than I did before, but I just felt drained. I was exhausted. I had, like, slight headaches, and I would just be, like, out of wits, just tired and just needing to recharge more, and just, like, my light bodies just felt spent or something like that. But I felt the upgrades. I feel the upgrades. The upgrades are freaking awesome, dude. Because, first of all, the Arcturians were talking about are physical upgrades, and you know what? I love them, dude. Because, what's happening is I'm not holding on to the past at all. And that's so cool. And that's like the best way I can describe it. I'm so excited about this. So, okay, so here we go. Like, I can create a lot faster, and, I'm used to, responding to the creations and stuff that I make, but creating is a lot faster. My head is so much more clear. I'm filled with a lot more joy. I'm following my heart a lot more. I'm a lot more at peace. I am aware of, like, my body, myself, my soul. I'm aware of my divine aspect. I can, like, see that into me, so that's a really cool thing I can do. The physical upgrades. Like, I actually feel like all the things I think I can do, like, magically and creatively, like, I can actually do. Like, with my hands, like, magic and stuff. I feel I can actually do. Or, like, psychic abilities. Like, I feel I can actually do that. Like, my connection to source is increasing. So, yeah, they were talking about the physical ascension, physical upgrades, which are occurring. And are still occurring. Dude, it's awesome. I like the upgrades a lot. I love this body. I love and I was just about to say, like, oh, I've already been, like, thinking so much about crystalline consciousness, crystalline DNA, and then, that's the other thing. I also want to inform the public about the truth, about DNA stuff and crystalline DNA and healing, and I'm going to get into that. I'm going to get more into the truth in general, like the stuff that I want to say to bring out the truth, because I've been doing it and I need to do it more, apparently. Which is why I'm still here, obviously. The divine aspect here on planet Earth, where so many beings want to be. But the point is, down to the nitty gritty. What is it going to talk about? The truth. Gosh, I forgot what I was going to say. I think I was going to say something about physical ascension. The physical symptoms or the physical, upgrades are so cool, because I also noticed them in other people. Or I just noticed Anyway, the first thing I've, noticed in the past few, just whatever, I just noticed that, I'm already really powerful. Mentally, incredibly powerful, mental giant, all that stuff. I can reign mental giants, stuff like that. Rule mental giants, all that kind of jazz. So, and that's just, just blitz sort of stuff, if need be. But yeah, a total oneness, the energy in my Tantian is huge, is massive. And that's where I store a lot of energy, obviously. I just store energy, I just always store it there. And it can stay there too. It's so cool. And I trust my heart energy. One moment. I trust my heart energy a lot. Oh, I'm also lighter. I'm a lot lighter. And I can notice, light radiating off of me. I can notice energy radiating out off of me, and I can see that field. And I can see other things, too. More clairvoyant, more clairsentient, all that stuff. So, the upgrades pretty much connect us, to me, connect us to where we want to go anyway, because to me, I'm very aware of my own abilities and leadership capabilities just because of how crazy my worth ethic is, and I'm actually really inspired by me, and I want to work and meet this guy who works so hard. The thing is, I've been speaking like Black Lantern. I'm not gonna get into that, even though it's super fun. Or that was immature. It's really, I'm just really good at it. I've been Black Lantern for about a year now. Well, longer than that, actually. Yeah. And, oh, wow, that's so trippy. And I'm, this sounds crazy, but I use his abilities well, even though I am Black Lantern. Here's the thing. So, Black Lantern, it's third person sort of thing. So, it's I've been doing this so often, just speaking, oh, this person's here. I just say, I speak, kind of in second person sort of thing. Oh, this person's here. And I did that so much this summer, because in a way, I was just totally, anyway. I would say that. I would talk like that. It's oh, this is, I would do that. Oh, this is a nice environment. Oh, I'm walking over here, and it seems really comfortable. It seems like a perfect place to be, Oh, now I'm gonna walk over here, and I'm standing here in this spot, and just not do anything too suspicious, minding my business, just, so, I've been doing that for a very, very long time. A very, very long time. And I actually get annoyed. But it's a habit. So, I actually have to break that habit. Do you see? So, I'm so self-aware that I already know, what I want to say, but I'm so busy, speaking from this, others' perspective that I get annoyed when I try to change back to any perspective that has to do with what I think would be off set from whatever vision I have. Because I did that so I can be like really focused on my vision, and also because I realized I was so powerful within that I needed to recognize the powers within me. And so that's kind of also what I would do, is I'd like be myself, but also talk to the power within, or talk to the energy within me, talk within me. And that's actually what I do. And it's interesting because that's actually what I do, because when I made the broadcast, it's what I started doing years ago. Or, excuse me, when I made the broadcast, that's when I started building that habit. And then this summer, I didn't make any broadcasts. I didn't make any radio shows or anything like that. Even though I just got on podcasts, which is kind of weird. So, 2 months of just like on podcasts and not uploading anything. So that was kind of odd. Anyway, in a way, there was a reason why, like, I kind of thought it was a huge habit that I needed to break, so I tried to break it. And that was the thing, It's really peculiar because I know that I'm never, like, really in interference with anybody else or getting in trouble with anybody else or anything like that, because I'm so in tune with myself and I actually talk to myself, because I talked, and the thing is, like, there's an unlimited range of emotions. Like, there's any, you can literally do anything, obviously, because you're talking to the thing you're talking to you. But what I would do is I would talk to that brilliant leader. So when the brilliant leader meet, like, the ambassador, like, the founder of 4 different companies, entrepreneur, great work ethic, was an Herbalife, a senior consultant for Herbalife, super smart, super friendly, super intelligent, knows a lot about the galaxy and about space. And so, like, I would literally kind of have to, because I'm leading by example at the same time, and leading myself by example, and trying to learn from myself too, about, like, what it means to carry myself in this way, what it means to be a galactic leader, what it means to be the first American kid to go on a 11-year campaign to become president. Like, the first guy to actually break all these records and to actually do all these amazing inspirational group things and stuff like that, just from my own leadership embodiment, like, awareness, and just from the stuff that is known about me, that I think is known about me on the internet. I combine that a little bit too, just to express, a certain thing, which I think is called joy, because that was the basis of, actually, I think that was this year. No, it was last year. Last year is when I created Joy in the foundation of a franchise, but that's an off topic, that's a whole other thing. So, yeah, I would talk to myself, and I would know that I would never be sucked into the dramas or emotions of anybody else, because I'd be so focused on myself that obviously I'd be focused on them. Why? Because I'm next to them, because I'm near them, because they're there, Like, I literally surprised myself, like, oh my gosh, I actually have to notice that there's somebody there who's actually, there on my, sort of thing, there on my level, because I can't go around denying my own inner power and my own inner light. So, I don't go around denying my own inner light. So it's that kind of sort of thing which I invented, which is, I developed the language, which is also LOL, which is also the language of light, which is also, so it's the language of lit, which is their sort of language sort of thing. It's for the younger generations, so that they can, communicate and stuff like that, and can really connect with anybody and get whatever they want and stuff like that. And at least communication is the best, or the least is communicated, because it's communication that's all the way through, it's through the basic communication of, like, the youngest age possibility, sort of thing. So it's, in a way, it's kind of like an emergency thing, where, you're using the language of light to pretty much, like, communicate with that realm and get whatever you want, sort of thing. So I was teaching this and expressing this through just body language, and then everything else was just regular old leadership. Anyway, the way I was speaking, which is really what I want to get into, is like the fact that I just speak to the inner being, like my inner being, because I know, like, because here's the thing, I championed amazing things. I championed such amazing things. I like literally had the most beautiful, vivid dream creational, like platform. I had a whole day. I seized the whole day. I like created paradise with all these kids, and I literally lead all these. I literally lead. I was distracted by something. On the floor, I stepped on something. um, I so like I'm surrounded by. Anyway, I talk about it so much that like I'm surrounded by all these kids. But anyway, it's a leadership thing. So like the thing is, like I would not talk. Here's the most gnarly thing, just like the most surreal thing like ever. It's like the spookiest thing. Like maybe spooky's not the right word, but like the clearest thing about the truth. Like I would get so quiet, or I would not talk, like because I'm eating or something, and then the thing is like I would communicate. Okay, so like I would already communicate, which is what you're supposed to do anyway. I would communicate to them like I'm already actually not just the anchorman of the show, but I'm actually, in the world and like doing what I would do, and following all my new dogma and doing all the things that the anchorman would want, doing all the things that just being an immense joy and like actually accomplishing and being like taking charge and being a leader and really like doing all the things that somebody on the show would do, sort of thing, or like I would be an awesome, like, even though I don't really like the F word, fan, I don't really like fan. I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to get into a little bit later because I'm also a rock star. See how just gnarly I just said that? I'm so chill. So, because I'm also a rock star. And, so, like, the thing is, I just, like, I actually go ham, because, like, I'm super excited about life and what I'm doing, and I'm also super excited about the leadership that I'm looking for, the leadership that's, that would be in the company, these, like, super intelligent, very fast, very witty, and so I just went, like, no bars hold, like, don't holding back, and I went ham, and I went so ham that, like, I would go to the edge, the precipice of, like, creation, of, like, I would just walk, like, if there was a cliff, I would just keep walking, like, if it was complete darkness, it would be complete darkness, sort of thing, like, I can't see, like, just literal, total leaps of faith, continuous leaps of faith, because what I was doing was so inspiring, because I knew, not that it matters now, because we already won, victory is of the light wins, but the truth is I was really inspired by myself, and I was inspired by this actual, I'm an actual war hero, yeah, a war hero, even though, I'm not into war, I don't like the W word at all, but anyway, I just say that because I literally led a revolutionary thing, fighting against the globalists, fighting against this huge, massive military-industrial complex, technocracy, corporate mayhem structure, and these super elites. So, and I know that people don't know about it. So, like, I know the truth, and, like, obviously it's a lame excuse to say, like, you don't know about what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna go over your head anyway, which is kind of what I did, in a way. Because, to tell the truth, if you know about, for example, like weather technology, and you know about galactics in our galaxy and all their technology and their familyness, if you know about spaceships and advanced healing and all this stuff, and then you just like, see a kid who doesn't, or see someone who doesn't know about that, and you want to help them with that, just think about this for a second. Are you going to take the time to explain it to them? Of course not. That's ridiculous. You're just going to give it to them. So that's the type of like worth ethic that I have. And that has nothing to do with, being the planetary leader of Project Immortalized. I mean, that's an excellent quality that actually turns into ability, which is really cool. And yeah, that's awesome. But the point is, anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. The point is, like, all these advanced technologies are supposed to, like, help us. They're supposed to literally be here to, like, help us. Like, we're supposed to use these advanced technologies. And so I'm just gonna go about the entire planet like I'm using these technologies, okay? Because, like, if I've been wanting them so much, I might as well, like, actually know how to use them and be the one who wants to use them, I want to use those advanced technologies, and I want them to have it, So I'm going to slash and stomp and, be a kid, but have fun with it. And, that's the thing, because I'm in the right, and I can do it with light, being in light energy, and light being fun, joy sort of thing. It sounds so weird when it comes out my mouth like that. It sounds like a chore, like joy is a chore that I could just pick up off the shelf. And that's not true. Okay, so anyway, the thing is, so I've gone back to, creating my broadcast, because it's on podcast now. I'm a podcaster. As well as, retire. Not that it really matters, because I still see air traffic control as something that can be applied in a galactic and then therefore universal standpoint. Universal ships, probably. There's probably universal ships, like huge ships the size of galaxies. I don't think that's not true. Or like the size of like 20 million galaxies, like something that big or something like that. First of all, that's awesome. And I get inspired by myself. And I don't see what's wrong with that, First of all, what I do is I believe that I have listeners. And so I believe that I have listeners, like, all summer. Or I always believe that I have listeners. But I also believe that I have listeners all summer. And I talk about summer because I wasn't doing any broadcasts during that time. And it was a very heavily busy summer. Because I was multitasking, I was multitasking. It's the best way to say it. Because that's what I do. I multitask. One of the things I can do is multitask. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of it. Not because I don't want to, but because it's a lot. Because it also connects to what I did in other camps. Because I had the same old habits, and I'm still trying to get rid of those habits. And that's what I'm all about, Do I get rid of these habits or do I not? Because I'm, like, so in tune with, it's like a habit, and I mean that in a good way. Like, these companies, my understanding of these companies and the flow and the structure and the perfection of it and the uniqueness and the best of the best and the technology, I know it. I know all of it, ups and downs. Like, I know it so well I can get rid of it and still know everything that would go on. Or not get rid of it. That's the wrong word. I could have someone be, someone could direct. I have so much faith to say that. Okay, I'm not having enough faith to actually give the company over to somebody yet, but, I'm, able to do that sort of thing. Because I just know it so well. That's what I'm saying. So, it's really unique to me, and it's really special to me, believe it or not, and I know it so well, and it's really inspiring to the kids and to those who want to be leaders, especially those who just want to get involved in the galaxy. Because here's the thing, no matter what, I'm going to this school, and I'm going to talk to them about the galaxy, and their minds are going to be blown, and I'm going to say, suck it up, because you should know about this advanced technology. They should know. And, the thing is that's exciting is it's flowing anyway. The love energy, cosmic energy, galactic central sun, central energy, that it's beaming straight on Earth anyway. So why would I not take advantage of it by saying that there's advanced technology that I can utilize, and also there's a guy who's going to tell you about it, you know? Because I'm going to do something, I'm going to go to the next stage. And if I have to, kids got to know about the galaxy. Because they can go to it. You know, they can travel in their solar... We have the ability to travel in our solar system. We have our ability... I'm not going to take another step saying that... I can't even do that, dude. I can't even do that, you know? Like, I have to, like, go around just being the person who's willing to talk about the galaxy. But it's silly, you know? And that's what's so inspiring to me. Because, like, I'm literally interested in what this guy does. Like, what are you gonna do? I'm literally like, what are you gonna do? Like, what is up with this guy? You know, how is he possibly gonna do that? Like, what is with his attitude or, like, whatever? Like, and it's just like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I literally, I don't get it. Like, I want to seize every moment, but I don't understand, like, how I get it so well. You know, I get so into me. Like, I learn about my little quirks. Because this is what's interesting about this vessel. You know, I get interested in it. I get interested in the vessel. The vessel itself has so much potential. Because I believe in the vessel a lot. And I believe in what's in it. And I believe in what I've already done. And the thing is, I believe in the consistencies of the multi-creationalistical nature of what I did in the past. And if it's the habits that are still, like, oscillating back and forth, I can tell. And if, like, I'm in higher vibrations, I can tell. So, like, I don't want to lie to myself. And therefore, I'm not going to lie to anything around me. Because it's literal radiance. It's actual DNA. Like, DNA, there's 12 strands of DNA. And, like, you know, I find it so fascinating that, like, in reality, like, this creation is perfect. It's so fascinating. Like, I start to believe that everything I do is perfect. And then I start leaning more towards the fact that everything I do is perfect and away from all the thinking that I do anyway. You know? It's like, so I think about thinking, and I think about thinking about thinking. Like, I think about, obviously, my everyday life, and then I think about how my everyday life applies to my future and my companies and all that stuff, and applies to me. And then I think, well, but most of the time I'm just thinking, like, oh, everything I do is perfect. Like, look how cool, how perfectly everything's aligning with the oneness of all that is when I move my fingers like this, and when I breathe in the way that I'm breathing, which is already connected to some really cool boys, some really cool guys I know. Shout out to Jackson and Ethan and Liam and Tiber. So, like, and to Jose. So, like, and to, who else do what's his name? Troy. Shout out to Troy. Troy's awesome. So, like, I just literally am always in perfection. Well, for the past 3 days, I've been thinking more, like, in perfection. But it's really perfected, like, this afternoon, but it was, you know, like, starting to get there this morning, sort of thing. You know, like, my perfectionist mindset, or just the perfection of everything, or just the fact that everything always flows, and just not having fear of it all, or not having fear of anything. Because here's the thing, like, if I get so inspired, well, I say I get so inspired, I never really say that, because it just sounds ridiculous. I get so inspired, but it's true. I get so inspired because what I say is I say that I'm dealing with all that is. And what I usually do is I just wait, or not wait, but I prepare all day until when I do my broadcast. But I didn't prepare, I knew I wasn't making a broadcast those nights. So I just would power through. Like, this guy has the ability to be connected with all that is. This guy's literally connected with all that is. He's just connected with it, dude. He can literally connect with it whenever he wants. Like, he doesn't even have to know you, and he can literally just, like, make you do something, or, like, make you happy, or just connect with you in a way that's so deep, or connects you to somebody else. You know, it's so awesome. So it's like, that's kind of like what was going on. Like, it was just miracle after miracle after miracle, and then the stirring for miracles, and then just, just miracleizing all the time. Like glazed donuts or something, or putting glaze on donuts, just glazing all over the planet, something like that. Just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I was just going in high vibrations. I was just communicating with Solaris and just communicating with Alcyone here. And the thing is, like, I'm not even there. Like, people talk to me, and I'm talking to them, but I'm not talking. Like, I'm not even there. And the thing is, people don't even see me, which is even weirder. And they don't even... Because it's like I'm moving too fast. It's like I'm not even there. Because I'm always speaking, like, from a galactic... this summer I was speaking from a galactic perspective most of the time. Otherwise, I was sometimes down to Earth when they needed me on Earth. Like, if they need me on Gaia, then I'm on Gaia, you know? But, that's kind of what's going on. The now moment sort of thing. But that's fifth dimensional. So I'm with them on a fifth dimensional level. So yeah, that's kind of like my abilities, or what it seems like. It's like I'm not even there. So, and it's really cool and obviously it's like really loud, and that's also what I've been doing. I just encourage that. I encouraged, past tense, encouraged that, which is still amazing because it's still a huge aspect of us, Project Focal Earthshake. So, yeah. This literally means getting loud. But the thing is, we got so loud, there's an actual earthquake this summer, so, in Southern California. That actually happened, so, yeah, and it's, in a way, it's actually mastering silence, because just my job in general, and also with my new training, because I'm also a lifeguard instructor, with my new training abilities, like, you're always got to be watching, like, you always got to be in point, like, always got to be, like, on your toes sort of thing, So, like, first of all, I'm the freaking coolest Renaissance man that's probably ever lived. I feel so amazing. So, but I'm getting sidetracked by my own amazingness. And that's what I don't want to do. Because I could do that, I swear to goodness gracious, I could literally do that for years. Because I've been doing it for years. That's the thing, dude. And I realize it more and more, because I'm just there, and I haven't really said anything. It's so strange, I'm just so unique like that. I mean, I've said things, like, I can talk and communicate, but, like, I haven't really, like, been out into the world, kind of like, I'm just not as wise as I am now, so I haven't, like, reached out, or connected, or, had fun in the way that I do now, because I'm wiser now. And, I'd rather have wisdom than, that's actually what I want. That's what I crave. I'm craving wisdom nowadays. And I provide the greatest wisdom, and I'm treating myself with a lot more respect. That's the other thing. Like, I've been hold on. Yeah, I've been pretty much alone, meditative state, non-stop for about 3 years. Like, since 2016. 2017, 2018, 2019. And honestly, right now, it feels like 2023. Because I'm so used to seeing these 3 years. And I'm so used to seeing the future in 3 years. And my precognition is godly. Dude. And that's the other thing. Like, is it precognition, or is it just my worth ethic? And I'm discovering it's also precognition, so that's kind of cool. if I could just rely all on abilities, which is kind of what we do anyway. Like, we need to use our muscles and our fingers and to lift stuff and move stuff and eat stuff and stuff like that. So I swear to gosh, like, this is just so interesting to me, you know, and I haven't learned all this stuff yet, and I haven't even learned from those masters yet, you know. I still have masters within me, you know, teaching me, you know. I am so interested in what's inside me. I swear, it's so quiet. It's ridiculous, dude. It's so quiet. It's so quiet, but also so loud, but so quiet. Like, the earth is shaking. Like, I know the earth is trembling. Like, trembling under my feet. Like, the earth is shaking. I know that. It's a fact. Like, I can grasp that. I can feel that. I can hold that. Where was I going with that? So I just feel, myself. So, see how weird I am. Anyway, I get really in tune with myself. So, like, yeah, I've been by myself, like, just totally yoga, mission, adventure, quest sort of thing. I'm actually on a quest. I've been on a quest for a while. It's pretty cool. I like quests. So, and I'm inspiring people to do quests and, like, join me in quests and stuff like that. And I'll just be like a quest maker, a quest master. Because that's how we should live life. You know, just go on quests. And that's what I do. And it's really, really, really freaking cool. I'm telling you, like, Lightseed is I actually invest more into I just don't want to lie. I want to say I invest into myself more than I invest in my company, but I think I invest in it equally. But anyway, and even, you know, I'm the writer of that creative, huge, moment-changing history moment. All beings are created equal, and my legacy lives on. And it's huge. You know, that was 2016. That was in November 2016. It's freaking gnarly, dude. And that's when I was really preparing for victory in 2017. So anyway, so I was super meditative 17. I was learning lots of Chinese meditative states. I was doing this very still standing, which I still do. And I realize that's actually why I'm really strong. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. And then recently I'm really the only person I'm telling, and I'm also telling others because I'm actually that cool. But I'm also have a lot of respect and values for myself because I'm obviously super freaking awesome. So I don't, with all due respect, want to waste my time on anybody, especially with the fact that they don't even know that they have anyway. They obviously have the creator within them. Is what I'm saying. And they obviously have galactic abilities, but I can't. Anyway, they're so great, dude. You know, but I'm not gonna fawn over others, and that's what I could do too. You know, but that's not what I. And the galactics don't want us to do that either. You know. Anyway, we are the powerful ones. We are the powerful beings because we're here on this planet in Gaia, and we chose to do this. Anyway, where was I going with that? Right, so within me. Snap, I forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, I just know I'm just really have a lot of value for myself. And I really care. And because I care, you know, it could go over, and it probably does, and it does. It goes over people's heads how much I care. And without a doubt, and I'm not, you know, I'm just telling the truth, like, I've been through a lot in my life, and I swear, I can lead, because I have a immortal soul, or I think I do, at least. Anyway, I still have a soul, and it's really elderly, and I just know it's trillions of years old. Anyway, and we're also going to live for a really long time. there's plenty of things to say and plenty of time to talk. So, double positive. Double win. Like, I literally think sometimes I just don't want to say anything. I don't even want to say anything. Like, I don't know why was like that at a certain point. Like, just, it wasn't like, because you can never be, we're always connected, or there's always oneness. But, I take that to the extreme, because I know there's oneness. And I believe in oneness because I have the foundation of love, of not only, like, the foundations, but everything, at the foundation of my life, my family, and my work, my skills, my trades, my degrees, my training, all that stuff. Like, I wouldn't be allowed to train anybody else to be, for example, a lifeguard if I wasn't a lifeguard before I became a lifeguard instructor, sort of thing. Life is just so amazing. It gives you its own rewards. And I notice them so much, I just cheer for joy, Like, I'm cheering all the time. I'm cheering all the time now. And I'm always in joy because there's always something I'm picking up. And this is just with my own life. And it's because I was trying to get rid of the habit of connecting everything I do with Destiny 2 and connecting my destiny with Destiny 2. And, literally, I swear to God, I got way too into it. And which is why I was trying to take a step away from that lifestyle. I swear, it's the most detrimental type of addiction that could ever possibly exist to any human being ever. So literally, it's so bad, dude. But I've gotten it under control, I've handled it, and it's much better. But so here's the thing, so like I would play Destiny, like, and I probably still do, and still will, and I'm gonna play Destiny, like, after this broadcast, Destiny 2, but like, when I play Destiny, like, I think about it so much. I actually created a system where, like, in the actual game, I actually shoot twice. And I say that's, like, an actual thing. And anyway, why am I talking about that? I'm not into war at all. But anyway, I'm into peace, and I've been literally practicing peace at Destiny speed. And I got really good at it. And I got so good at it, that I got so good at it that I made a habit, and it created a habit, and then I developed a secret habit, and now it's just deep within me, deep instilled within my cellular memory. Every single thing I would do that would literally connect my entire focus to Destiny, I would literally try and pull my purpose through Destiny, as if I was actually reaching through higher dimensions, going through higher dimensions, and I was actually traveling on a spaceships, and yeah. So, the thing is, I could actually go into that for like a while, like another 2 minutes or another 10 minutes, heck, even another like 30 minutes. But I'm not going to, because that's actually very dangerous, because it's literally talking about what I was so excited about. Getting super hype about peace, And I get so freaking... Anyway, I get so freaking high. I get so high, like... Because I'm literally... I would see... I mean, these are actual people, of course, you recognize that when we're on Xbox Live, and you see, like, Christos... I'm just saying I'm not saying what their actual names are, but I'm just saying, like, hypothetically speaking, like, this is what they're called. Like, they have the names, like, Christos Leadership, or, like, Heavenly Kingdom Soldiers, or, like, bodybuilder, worth ethic beings, or something like, I don't know, like, super speed masters. I don't know. So it's just like there's all that, and so I'd actually recognize when things were happening and occurring, and I'd listen for it, and then I'd respond at that speed. So I'd entrain myself. It's really crazy because I'm actually learning about myself when I say this, because I realized actually how long I've been in a meditative state. Actually, so weird. Like, I actually entrained myself at that level, at that total alertness, looking at everybody, checking with my team, communicating with my team, all those things. I took it to such a degree, to such a new level, that I was assuming communication. And of course I assume communication, because I'm assuming communication, but I'm assuming communication from the higher standpoint. I'm literally doing telepathy, communicating telepathically, So, and I'm not gonna lie, I did see Mira. I did see Mira in Destiny 2. It was really cool. And I'm gonna see Mira in person. I know that. I'm super excited to see Mira. I'm so excited to see Mira. Like, if you're listening, which you probably are, like, dude, I'm so into the fact that we can create so much together. Like, this is gonna sound even crazier, just how obsessed I am just with life. But, like, I get so excited when I talk to another human, when I talk to another earthling, when I talk to another human being about you, or about Kara, or about, the Palladians, and how, like, I see you guys, like, how we're, like, the start, like, the seeds, and you guys planted us, and, like, we can actually talk to you, as that amazing essence, that beautiful flowering creation we actually are, and it's really amazing to me. And, I had a 15 conversation with someone, but I'm not going to talk about that. Anyway. So anyway, like, I would entrain at that level, and I actually wanted to entrain with that level, and we had some successful, I'll call them cycles, because there's so many, or it's just so long, it's so extensive, it's just so, there's so much light, it's just amazing, dude. And I swear I could feel the heavens. I swear I could feel the heavens too. And it's amazing because I'm still doing that, because I'm still at that level of enchantment. Anyway, so back then, so I was in training, which is still like a now moment thing because it's going on right now. Dude, I'm so tired of talking. I'm just exhausted in general. I don't really talk like this because I don't talk about the past that much. I actually don't like to talk about the past. Well, it doesn't matter to me. I actually do like talking about the past, but it's whatever. Like, I just feel so new. So, see, now I already feel newer. It's just I developed a whole new body just so I could be, like, have armor, so I could be protected, Because I was going into no man's land. I was trailblazing on a path that has never been walked before. It's a very straight, narrow path. Very, very narrow path. I'm walking the narrow path. So, I knew that, I knew I was the only one that was doing what I was doing. I knew that I would sometimes feel alone, and that, it's very lonely at the top, and it is very lonely at the top, but I just did it by myself. I just dug my head in, and it's amazing, because I actually wanted to, and I've never actually wanted to connect these two together, but, I thought about the possibility of connecting the two, but the truth is that there's always positive vibes, because I'm actually creating this broadcast right now. So I'm going to wrap this up, because I'm just going to wrap this up. It's been a very long broadcast, but there's a lot of fun that can happen with just the joys of doing the different things that can actually just be done with the foundation of psychic maneuvers. Just always know, okay, well, let's be honest. Like, and I was thinking about this today. Like, the galaxy, like, there are beings that will interface with us psychically, but they might, like, psychically overwhelm us. And I don't want that to happen, or overwhelm me. And I don't want that to happen. So, I'm also relying and anchoring and grounding on Gaia, and connecting with Gaia, and, not wanting to be overpowered psychically. Or just overpowered completely in general, because they are higher dimensional beings, but they want to help us. But we have to ask for help. But we have to remember when we ask for help, like, how much help, like, we're receiving, sort of thing. Because we're receiving a lot of help. We just gotta be aware. That's my issue warning thing, prescribing, giving, saying to you guys. So, that is the broadcast. So, with lots of love, this is your host, creative being of light, being of love. I am a being of light, energy of pure joy, pure magic, pure consistency, creation. I eternally exist in the flow, movement, and limitless possibilities of the Creator. Little thing in montage, what's the word? Mantra that I've been saying a lot, and it actually works. I notice people click into different states of consciousness whenever I say that telepathically. It's really relaxing. They don't jibber jabber or say anything that's having to do with lower consciousness. I eternally exist in the flow, movement, and limitless possibilities of the Creator. And I just feel that that's so true, and it rings so true, and I feel like I actually understand that. I'm able to grasp that. More so than the first time I was trying to practice the mantra. I eternally exist in the flow, movement, and limitless possibilities of the Creator. And I just say that in my mind with the flow, and it's really cool. So this is your host, Curtis Bowen. This is the evening edition of the Christopher Bowen Show. I'm a guardian angel. I'm a being of light. I'm a fifth dimensional human. I'm an amazing architect. I'm a writer. I'm an artist. I'm an author. I'm a teacher. I'm a lifeguard instructor. I'm a air traffic controller and an air traffic control instructor. I'm also, what the heck? Oh, I saw something. I'm a senior consultant for Herbalife. I said that. I'm also a gymnast, skater. I can skate I'm good enough to be in the X Games, which I found out, it's kind of surprised me today. But I'm that athletic. I'm a Olympian, or I plan on going into the Olympics, or I'm training. That's all I can say. That's all I can say is I'm training. That's literally the first time I said that. Because you always plan on training first, You always train first for anything. Anyway, so I'm an entrepreneur, a artist, video game designer. That's a whole nother fun show. And I have, or had, or like was involved in for a little while with, like, I had clothing and the logos and all that stuff. So, I was in the Navy. I'm a vet, military vet. Probably one of the most important things. Culinary genius. Not a culinary genius, just a skilled culinarist. And I'm a musician. And multilingual. Very amazing. Created my own language. Still in the process of creating my own language. the second language. As creating a second language, not the second language. Not my second. Which it could be. It could be my second language, who knows? Or it could be who knows? But I'm literally creating another language. And I'm translating English into this new language. I'm learning English, is what I'm saying. It's so crazy. I'm so crazy. Like, I just want to say that, and that's the thing. That's how I know. Like, I just gotta tell myself, okay, Chris, you're so cool. Like, you actually try to create. You use your language to reach into the future. You don't use anything else, or you use other things, Chris, to look into the future. But the coolest thing that actually works is you created a language, and that is the most incredible thing. And that's actually a superpower, which is why you're so freaking intelligent and amazing. But just know that, Chris. Okay. Know that creating language is freaking hard, and you did it. You actually did it. I'm proud of myself. So I'm a language creator, whatever that means. Language creator, first language creator ever, or something like that. It's pretty awesome. So I love you guys. Lots of love. I love you all.